Alright, so we got another game this week. So the Lions this week, they get to face an old rival and an old friend. This week, the Lions travel to Cleveland to face the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns. So the Lions playing the Browns this week for Week 11. So, of course, let's go ahead and let's jump right into this matchup meeting. So, of course, so far currently for the point spread, the point spread currently has the Browns favored by 10 points. Which, that is a lot for Cleveland to be favored by double digits. But all I say is don't get fooled by that point spread. I think this game could be interesting. I mean, even though Cleveland's favored by 10 points, I mean, the all-time head-to-head series between the Lions and the Browns in the Detroit-Cleveland rivalry, Detroit leads the all-time series 19-5. And Detroit has also won the last 4 meetings against Cleveland. And if anyone's wondering, the last time the Browns ever beat the Lions was in 2001, 20 years ago. So yeah, Detroit has had Cleveland's number as of late for the last 20 years. So far this year, Detroit is 0-4-1 on the road this year, while Cleveland is 3-2 at home this year in the dog pound. In terms of the Browns playmakers, also I should mention the Browns having a load of injuries and stuff. So, of course, the main leader at QB now for the Browns is now Baker Mayfield. And, oh, by the way, Baker Mayfield is questionable for the game Sunday with a knee injury. And, of course, and also Cleveland's running back duo, well, their running back duo is without Kareem Hunt, with Kareem Hunt on the IR for a calf injury. And then Nick Chubb, he's also questionable for this game after he tested positive for the Black Plague. If anyone is fucking confused about what I just said, I refer to the plague as the virus. I'm not calling it that name anymore. From now on, the virus is known as the Black Plague. End of story. Not up for debate. And of course, for the wide receiver core, there's a lot of talent in the receiving core. Names like Jarvis Landry. Even without Odell Beckham Jr., there's still some talent here. And oh, by the way, with Odell Beckham Jr. now being released by the Browns and going to the Rams, this also means that officially the New York Giants officially won that trade over the Browns a few years ago. The Giants have officially won that trade since Odell's no longer with Cleveland. So yeah, of course, on the receiving core, you got names like Jarvis Landry. You also got Rashad Higgins. You also got Donovan Peoples-Jones. You also got Austin Hooper, David Njoku, and you also got Harrison Bryant too. Now to the defense. The defense has a lot of playmakers too. Of course, the main leader on the defensive line, you have edge rusher Myles Garrett, who is one of the top pass rushers in the league. And yeah, he always makes an impact here, and he's easily going to be someone to keep an eye on for sure. You also got Andrew Billings. You got Jordan Elliott. You also got Jadeveon Clowney. And you got Takkarist McKinley. And McKinley is also questionable for this game with a groin injury. Damn. And of course, the linebacking core is mainly led by Jacob Phillips and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And then the secondary has a lot of people in it. You got Greg Newsome, the rookie. You also got Troy Hill, who is questionable for this game with a neck injury. You also got Greedy Williams, who is questionable with the game with a shoulder injury. You also got John Johnson. You got Grant Delpit. You got Denzel Ward. And you also got Ronnie Harrison, who was on the IR. They are without Ronnie Harrison, who was on the IR with a concussion. Oof, yeah, concussions are no laughing matter. Damn. Oof, that hurts. So yeah, the Browns got a fair share of injuries. A lot of their injuries is all on the defense, mainly in the secondary. But the Browns got some pretty decent depth, though, at secondary tiers, despite the fact. So in terms of the Browns, the head coach of this squad is Kevin Stefanski. Of course, last year Stefanski was the coach of the year. Which, for a Cleveland Browns coach to be coach of the year, that's a damning testament. Since Stefanski took the Browns to the playoffs and gave the Browns their first playoff win since, the 90s? Jesus Christ. Actually, Stefanski wasn't even the head coach for that playoff game because Stefanski, before the playoffs, tested positive for the plague. But yeah, and the offensive coordinator, you got Alex Van Pelt, and then the defensive coordinator is Joe Woods. The Browns, so far, in terms of where they rank overall this year, the Browns' offense enters this game ranked 11th. They are 26th in the passing game, but they are tied for first in the running game. So the Browns are one of the top teams in running the ball, so stopping the run is going to be a big challenge. I mean, the Browns' rushing offense, it all depends on what happens with Nick Chubb if he's cleared in time after testing positive for the plague. Since, yeah, Baker Mayfield this year, yeah, he's been pretty mixed. Like, 1 week he looks good, next week he looks like a turnover machine. It's like, come on, Baker, pick a damn lane and stay in it. Are you trying to be an elite quarterback, or are you trying to be a turnover machine like every other Browns QB before you? But anyway, the main thing that's really kept Cleveland in at a 500 record so far has been their defense. As the Browns' defense is tied in for 5th, so this is a top 5 unit. Of course, the Browns' defense is 11th against the pass, but they are 5th against the run, so they are top 5 against the run. So, running the ball against the Browns is going to be a challenge, and trying to pass the ball is somewhat of a challenge too, so yeah. So yeah, this is going to be a really tough game, and of course, we all know last week the Browns got absolutely decimated by New England last week, but that's New England. Detroit is not New England. So yeah, the Browns, definitely they're trying to bounce back. I think the fact that the Browns are still favored by 10 points for this game after getting bitch slapped by the Patriots last week is fucking crazy. But yeah. You look at this matchup though, it looks like Detroit really doesn't stand a shot. But keep in mind, this is the Browns we are talking about. I mean, Cleveland, I think more likely Cleveland wins this game. Even though Detroit has had Cleveland's number for like almost 20 years, I feel like the Detroit-Cleveland rivalry, I think it's about to slowly turn into Cleveland's favor. And here's the weirdest thing about this Detroit-Cleveland rivalry. Every time the Lions and Browns play each other, both fan bases mark this off as an easy win. Usually Lions fans mark this off as an easy win, and Browns fans usually mark this off as an easy win. I'm going to be that 1% of the Lions fan base that say the Lions won't win this game. I'm going to be that 1%. Someone has to be it at some point. Someone has to be it, folks. I'll step up to the plate for it. But, but it wouldn't. I say the Browns more likely win this game, but I'll say this. It would not surprise me in the slightest if the Lions win against the Browns. I mean, this is Cleveland. This is the doo-doo Browns. I mean, if Cleveland loses this game, then they truly are the same old doo-doo shit-stained Browns. But, I mean, it would also be the most Browns thing for the Browns to do if they hand Detroit their first win of the season. It would not be surprising in the slightest. So, yeah, I'm going to say the Browns win this game, but I want to get fooled by that point spread. I will not be surprised if Cleveland doesn't cover that spread or if Cleveland loses the game. I would not be surprised. It would be the most Browns thing to do. I mean, Cleveland, if you lose this game, then you deserve every ounce of mocking and ridiculing you'll get. Especially after your rival Pittsburgh tied the Lions last week and how much they've been mocked for it and ridiculed for it. So I say it's Cleveland. Don't be Pittsburgh this week or else. But yeah, the Browns got more to lose this week than the Lions. But yeah, I mean, if the Browns do lose to the Lions, it would be funny as hell. Let's not. That ain't no lie. But yeah, so Detroit, Cleveland, week 11. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I say the Browns win, but wouldn't be shocking if Detroit won this game. But yeah, anyway, that's all I gotta say. See you all on whatever next. See you all later. Peace.